que entre el sol, que entre la tierra, en el corazón. Abre la puerta, abre la puerta. Abre la puerta, abre la puerta. Abre la puerta, abre la puerta. Abre la puerta, abre la puerta.
Well, thank you, Elisa, from Living Spirit, or Living in Live. How do I say it?
Living in love.
Living in Love.
Yeah.
You know, it's my poor writing on my sheet here. But Living in Love, and your voice is pure love. So thank you so much. So we welcome Elisa to be our musician today, and we have Judy on the piano. And welcome today for Father's Day, and it's a beautiful day. And if you're new today, if you'd love to see a tour of our grounds, we'd love to be able to do that. Or if you want a welcome packet, we have those in the back of the room as well. So at this point, we're going to turn and look at the camera and wave to everybody who's online. And you can greet your neighbor, gently greet your neighbor, or robustly, however you feel moved to do so. And now we're going to have an opening song from Elisa. Okay.
Please sing along if you know it, and I think you do. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Beautiful, thank you. So I'm Charlie Bourne, practitioner for today, and along serving with me is Christine Stewart. Sorry, I'm a little bit off today. Maybe it's Father's Day. Anyway, I dressed casual today. And my new Father's Day shirt, thank you to Sue. But welcome to everybody for Father's Day as well. And again, welcome to the center. Christine and I are in service after the service today. So if you'd like prayer support, we're glad to do that. Whether it's for the good or you just want to share something that's you're struggling with, this is what we love to do, and this is what we're trained to do. So please take advantage of that. And so today is a special day because of Father's Day, and so we do welcome everybody online and here in person. But we also want to thank Joey for being in the sound booth, and we have who's on the board desk? Rich Carey on the board desk, as well as we have the kitchen cookies. So after service, be sure to go back there and see what they have prepared for you. So we're going to, just a reminder, if you have any devices that may go off, is to silence those during the service. And we do have a special program today. But I'm going to invite Diana Wolfstad up to talk about the endowment grants. They're underway, so we have good news on those.
Good morning, everybody. I'm here as treasurer representing the endowment committee and friends and also the board of directors to announce the grant projects that were awarded this May. At our annual meeting in March, we announced that there was $14,195 available if you submitted a grant that would benefit the center in some way. And 13 grants were submitted, and I'm happy to say we were able to fund all of them. And I wanted to give you a rundown of what projects, in addition to the beautiful painting of our facility, which was part of a Heffernan grant, separate from endowment, these projects are going on right now. Some are complete, some are pending, and some are right in the middle of being done. So first of all, we were able to award funds for a remote scanning wand for the bookstore to make it easier for them to take their inventory. They just work with a partner and they scan the barcodes, and the bookstore already had one, now they have two, which will make inventories in there much faster and easier. We also awarded funds for 2 parking signs to designate spots for our kitchen cookies. You've probably seen them in the hall as you pass through. They look like little robots. And they're put outside in the morning to reserve space for Bill and Shirley and other kitchen cookie volunteers, so it's not so hard for them to get their food into the kitchen. We awarded funds for a Zoom account link for our teachers to use here at the center when they are doing their outreach to the world, teaching classes. In the kitchen, we awarded a grant for a new industrial faucet that goes in our deep sink that will make it easier to clean out the big coffee pots, and that will be installed shortly. We awarded monies for Bluetooth speakers for the kitchen. Kitchen cookies never really get to come into our center to listen to our talks, and also sometimes people sit in the social hall. So there will be a set of speakers mounted kind of on the wall between the kitchen and the social area that will be able to really broadcast out loud the talk that is being picked up on an iPad, just like you would pick it up as though you were at home. Also, we funded 5 headset receivers for the hearing challenged, the packaged pads that clean it off, and so they have new receivers, new headphones, and they are supposed to really improve the quality of the sound for those who are challenged with hearing or have hearing aids. And those are not in yet, but they're on their way. We have a 1-year subscription for music rights for performers who are creative and have their name attached to their work. This $100 subscription allows us to use their music without contacting them, because they are in an agreement that such and such songs are available for us to use. It is a way to acknowledge their hard work and dedication, and we are happy to do that. We have installed a new sidewalk and ramp to take place of the one that is out here on the south side that goes up and down to the children's cottage and the pavilion. It was brought up to code, made wider, and it's all brand new and safe for anyone who wants to go up that ramp. We purchased 3 Costco ramp racks, triple deckers, very heavy duty for our storage facility. That's where we house our 7 years of records that we have to keep for the center, and they were on plastic racks that kind of over the years disintegrated. So we have some new racks to put together, and that'll be a big improvement. We had a sizable amount of money awarded for oak tree safety and other landscape tree trimming projects that seem to pop up over the year. The money is there, and we've already used a portion of it to remove an oak tree branch that fell from our neighbor's side of the fence into our pear trees out here where the memorial garden is going to be. They brought in a giant crane, lifted it up, and took it away, and it was quite an amazing sight to see. Much safer and more beautiful out there right now. An application was put in to replace the sign that is right outside our gate by the pagoda. It's worn by the sun and in disrepair, so that's going to be replaced. And also, new letters have been purchased for our lighted electric sign out in the front, so that Charlie, who takes care of changing the sign, has more letters so you can spell more words and change it more often. So, and we can also do it on both sides instead of just one side. Last Friday we had all new window screens either repaired or replaced for the whole facility. So those old sunburned ones, or the ones that had been ripped out and weren't there at all, they've all been replaced, as well as the little Ganesh building out here for storage, and the children's cottage has all brand new window screens. And there was an award to trim up the memorial garden foliage, cut back the bamboo. That has been accomplished. Our maple tree now is in full form, and it doesn't look like an overgrown mess out there. You can take a look at that. And that was grant number 13. So we're really proud of the work that the endowment does here for the center, and what you can do if you want. We have little piggy banks that you can adopt. You can put in change, which people don't use much anymore, but you can also put in dollar bills, any kind of paper money, or checks. And we turn them in November, and that's a significant part of why we can offer up these kinds of offerings to beautify our center. So thank you.
Thank you, Diana. You know, she did mention the memorial garden, and that is a project that's going on just right outside the foyer. And so there are some plans, and Steve Smith has been leading a team to work on that. And so he's got a display on the table on the back of a vision of what can go into that memorial garden. And so I think he's looking for comments as well. So if you want to take a look at what's on the table back there, I think he would appreciate your input. So there's money set aside for that memorial garden, and so we're just trying to unfold the plans, on that. So going further into announcements, I'll just be really quick, because you do have all of them in your little handout today, as well as they're online. And if you're not signed up for the midweek update, it's an email update, please do that, because if there's changes in the schedule or anything else coming up, it's a good way to get caught up as to what's going on around here. So there is a Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life class with Judy Carmi. It's going to be offered starting June 18th, 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And so we invite you to read about that. It's going to be a very experiential and deeply moving class. And Judy's a great teacher and has a lot of wisdom. So I really invite you to take advantage of that. And that'll be, I did mention June 18th, but 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And then Write Your Memoir. It's a truly spiritual practice. It's with Dr. Mary. And she has done this several times, and people really have a great experience in writing your own memoir. So it's a way to dig up the things that are precious to you and write about them and learn more about yourself. And so that's starting Thursday, June 19th from 1 to 3:30 p.m. And then we have Meditative Sound to Reading. Brittany Lowen brings Meditative Sound to Reading Thursday, June 19th, 7 to 8 p.m. And it's called When the Earth Sings. And so it's a concert, lots of beautiful instruments and sound associated with it. So put that on your calendar. It should be a wonderful experience. And then Cher has another SOAR, Spirit of Adventure Renewed, June 21st, and they're going to go to the 7 Scenic Bridges tour, and along with Gary Solberg. And so those who are familiar with SOAR know how valuable these experiences are. And it's a great way to build community as well, because it's not only people from our center, but people from the community tend to join these events. And then we have a kirtan next Saturday night. It's kirtan to bless our way and honor summer solstice, hosted by Reverend Sue. And that'll be Saturday, June 21st, 7 to 8:30. And last but not least, Christine Stewart, right here, raise your hand. She's a teacher of Healing Touch, and she is actually the president of Healing Beyond Borders for this year, but she's offering Healing Touch Course 1, and that's going to be Friday and Saturday, June 27th and 28th, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. So Healing Touch is a relaxing, nurturing energy therapy that supports the body's natural ability to heal. And it's a wonderful practice, it's a wonderful experience, and anybody can use it because energy is everywhere present. And so it's a way to tap into that energy and to integrate that with someone else. And it could be in person or it could be distant healing, but it's a wonderful, wonderful thing to learn, whether you go on to the future courses or not, but it can help you in your daily life. So Christine's here, so she can answer any questions that you may have about the course. So that's it for the announcements, and I'd like to invite Lori up to do the reading, and then Christine will invite the bell, and then I'll do a prayer, and then we'll have our talk by Reverend Sue.
These are some Father's Day quotes chosen by Reverend Sue. The healthy masculine holds space with steadiness and strength, not to control, but to protect what is sacred. When we honor the sacred masculine in our homes and relationships, we create the structure in which love can flourish freely. Richard Rohr, Wild Man to Wise Man. When I was a boy of 14, my father was so ignorant I could hardly stand to have the old man around. But when I got to be 21, I was astonished at how much he had learned in 7 years. Mark Twain. Anyone can be a father, but it takes someone special to be a dad, a stepfather, an uncle, a mentor. When a man shows up for a child with love, consistency, and belief, he becomes the bridge to wholeness that every soul longs for. Charles Daniels Jr., Uplifting Fathers and Strengthening Families. Here's a bit more humor. A little girl walks into the garage and finds her father standing motionless, staring at a tangled pile of extension cords. "Dad, what are you doing?" He sighs, thinking. "About what?" she asks. "About the mystery of the universe, the meaning of life, and how these cords can be so tangled before I've even touched them. I know I didn't leave them this way." His daughter, looking at the mess, thinks for a moment and says, "That's probably the same way God feels about people."
Please join with me as we allow the sound of the bell to continue to penetrate deep within our soul, at the deepest level, at the God level, at the spirit level. And so I know that this spirit, this love, this one God is everywhere present, flowing through me, as me, penetrating deep, and rising up into my life as I experience life to its fullest. And so I know that this depth, that this penetration is the divine relationship with the One. It's a divine relationship that can be counted on, can be trusted, and to know that it's always coming from a place of love and from a place of expansion, of inclusion, of embracing all of life. And so I know for myself, and I know for each one here, that this experience is absolutely true. It's manifested in how I believe and how I think and how I express myself, and that it is coming from a place of love and truth. So I give thanks for the center, for the community, and for the opportunity to grow beyond this community, but also to grow within myself, knowing that we are at one with Spirit and with God. So I give thanks for this knowing and for this truth and for the trust that it is unfolding in a good and perfect way as we stand strong in our truth and know who we are, and we allow that to be expressed with confidence. So I release this prayer and this truth into law, knowing full well it is so. And together we say, and so it is. And Reverend Sue.
Good morning. Such a pleasure to have you here. I missed you the last time, and I had such regret because I kept hearing, awesome, and your husband couldn't join you, right? Is it your husband or your partner? But another time, we'll have you back again, but you are just standalone, beautiful. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's a perfect day for what you bring, because I'm going to take you, I'm looking out at the audience and I feel like, oh good, it's my friends. I can do something weird. Yay, yeah, yes. You know, and listening to us say Happy Father's Day, you know, sometimes it's said, it's spoken, but we take a moment a little longer to show the deep love and respect for our fathers, right? The fathers that some of the men here are, but also to our own parent, father. They gave us life. And this aspect, because of that aspect that Lori read about the divine masculine, that offers us that strength, that fuses with a gentleness and a wisdom and a love from that idea, from that masculine perspective of being. So it makes us whole. And as her reading shared, it's not just the fathers, because some of us probably didn't have the best image of a father. Maybe it was an invisible father. But then, doesn't matter. So many mentors, right? So many mentors stepped in and stood as the father. So for all of that, it's a moment of just really letting our hearts feel what's necessary to feel, and blessings upon all of you and your fathers. So I'm talking today, it's an ideal topic to bridge with Father's Day, embracing your divine relationship. Now often God is referred to as the Father, as the masculine. And so what a day to embrace this connection to our spirituality by diving deeper into the arms of the Divine Father in such a way that I shaped this message to you today to bring that to full circle to our awareness and bridge also what's going on in our world right now. So here goes the woo-woo, so join me. I can do this. I was a born-again hippie, so I can do these things. And I kept saying to myself, you know, as I was writing this message, thinking of you all, I started on Friday, and it just was pouring out of me, and I thought, I can't do that. It feels awkward. But no, who cares, right? Who cares? Because I want to take us to what we talk about all the time. I want to go someplace besides our head, dive into our heart. So imagine, just imagine. And I invite you, close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. Be comfortable. If you start to doze, you might say to your neighbor, if I do something like, punch me, wake me up. But imagine, let me go back to the sincerity of what I have to say. Just imagine for a moment this longing that you've had, perhaps for a lifetime, perhaps more recently, but you are longing for this true relationship with the divine. So in this moment now, just imagine that you are resting in the true realization of your oneness with the divine. No more seeking, no more longing. Right here, in this moment, in between the pause and the silence. Right now, let go. Breathe. Honor what is breathing you. Realize what is beneath your thoughts. That hint of a silent realm. It's calling you. It's calling you inward. It's why you're here. Don't be afraid. How much do you want to embody? How much are you willing to embody if you have been seeking for a long time? And yet you feel like you're missing something. Feel deeper. Feel your heart. Feel your breath. Try not to think of your feelings with the mind. No, this is about getting over yourself. These stories only distract us from the moment. Go deeper. Discover the sacredness of this moment. There is a divine goodness that fills every part of you. I want you to expand that feeling as you breathe, because you cannot help but be immersed in it. Get very, very still. Guided only by my words to take you past your doubt, past your resistance, past all fear. Break through. Break through your hardened heart. Break through the ache of suffering. This moment, right here, right now, this divine moment is calling you deeper into one love. Break through. Touch the inner peace. Keep breathing. Keep going deeper, diving. There's a light leading you. You're following it. You're touching the inner peace, the inner harmony. You're right there. Rock gently, oh, so gently, side to side, barely moving. Let that divine movement of the mother rocking you home. It's moving you. It is such a subtle power. It is infusing every cell in your being, releasing you, rocking you into a deeper calm. The great mother calling you home, inspired by the great wisdom of the one Father, the one Mother. I am. You're no longer seeking spirit. This is divine spirit. In you, as you, this is it. Satnam. Satnam. The true name. Satnam. Satnam. The true name. You are held in the true essence of the divine. Tat Save. Tat Save. This is the essence, the truest essence of the divine. Feel it. Silence. Stillness. Knowing. Presence. A profound love is enveloping you. Do you see, my dear friends? You are self-realizing. This is it. It's nowhere else. It's always been here. In you, as you. This is embracing your relationship with the divine right here, right now. Holy moment, the only moment. We breathe. We remember that we are awakening to a deeper, more profound sense of our longing for the divine. Notice how you're breathing. Notice who you are here. Can you feel it? Love impressing upon you. The chaos of the world, seeking this love in all the cries of the world. This is love responding back. So I invite you to hold that space as I share some words from Leonard Jacobson. He wrote some incredible books on spiritual awakening. And I'd like to add his wisdom to our intimacy here today. And do you feel that intimacy? Did you let yourself go? Did you allow yourself to go there? Because what's happening when you allow that, you are revealing something to yourself, a coming home, as I keep saying, awakening. You're crossing a threshold of consciousness. And we did that together because we arrived here. We arrived here today. We entered the doors of the center at a level of mind. We all brought it with us, past, present, future. It's always with us, living through us. And we sit here now, as I said, by divine appointment. And before long, we took ourselves to another level of consciousness. There is that one level of mind. You entered the level of being. Being is present moment. Being is with your breath. Being is grounded in silence. And here we are, also right past that, the threshold to what is eternal. And there are fewer words there, but we sense order, harmony, calling us to be still longer, be silent, be present. So refreshing. This is the light, this is the clarity, this is the expanded state of being, where silence can lead us so tenderly to an acceptance into a deeper consciousness, a consciousness, yes, of divine order, divine love, into a higher consciousness. Wake up. So quiet, though, so pure, so tender, so precious. So much is revealed. And in that state also, Leonard shares these words. The path of awakening, all of your past selves are walking behind you like a shadow, waiting for you to awaken fully, waiting for you to return home, to the oneness, to love, to wisdom, silence, compassion. The child you once were is still with you. It's waiting to receive the unconditional love and acceptance which it has always wanted, and which will finally heal it, calm it, enable it to relax and surrender into the vastness of your being, into the light of consciousness. And it's not just the child who is walking behind you. All the identities from past incarnations are still with you. The seeker, the pirate, the highwayman, the sage, each of them applauding every step you take. And should you in this lifetime go further along the path of awakening than ever before, then all of your past life identities go with you. Your learning is their learning, your fulfillment is their fulfillment, your completion is their completion, for they have been on the same journey as you. You return home is their return home, and they will surrender lovingly unto you, for you are the true master. You have found the way upon their behalf. They will disappear into you. The past will disappear into the present. Who doesn't long for that? The stories then just evaporate. That's the oneness. And Earnest Holmes has reminded us this continually. This is what we are. The thing that we look with is the same thing that we've been looking for. So there's nowhere to go. And how great then is your realization? What is tickling in your awareness now as you wake up? Because everything is sacred now. As you decide to shift your perspective, think about that, into a wholeness of God, everywhere present, and that we are each and always an expression of the one. Because humanity is what we are, and we're all in this together. This one life is our life. We're connected deeply to this web. It isn't them. It isn't them out there that are struggling. Poor them. They all carry our hearts. They're carrying our hearts with them on the journey. It is the people who are working in the fields, who are harvesting our food and providing our sustenance. It is those people who are running in fear, dropping their life's work to find safety. We stand with them. We reach out to them because they are us. When will we be faced with running? Because no mandate that is laid down can dismiss our humanity. We must never forget that. This work is holy work. But consider, too, without shutting down, the one in uniform. This one is also running. Can you stay in the eyes of love and compassion as the scene breaks us? You are still one with it all because you are witnessing it. Being one with all does not mean you condone it, but that you're a part of it all as consciousness flows through the personal choices of every human, including you. Eyes open, heart open. Feel it all. You're breathing with it all. Your love takes you into prayer and getting a greater intention. There you set the idea of a greater peace overall, a healing in the many ways that chaos explodes. We send prayer, we send love, we stand in the middle of it with our consciousness. We meet it with this love. This love is the presence. So we are anchoring ourselves into that which will never abandon us. This is not political. This is totally spiritual. This is living a sacred life. When you wake up and you remember to remain mindful, I choose this day to remain mindful in all the various experiences that I have not even known will present to me this day. You get to choose to see everything as sacred and holy now. In our advanced consciousness studies, we just completed some deep work on remembering that as spiritual beings, it is really possible to practice the presence and to know the divine everywhere, and to be always mindful in all we think, all we say, and all we do. That statement comes right out of our curriculum. I have the privilege to sit with these students, honing their skills to be practitioners, ministers. Practitioners first, it's the highest calling. And they were presented with these two questions. What happens when I stop and notice the sacred? What happens when I stop and notice the sacred? How does my view shift? And question two, what would it mean to truly live as if every moment was sacred and every act a ritual? Well, these two can be your journal questions this week. But I was deeply moved by all their papers, their thought papers. But one in particular really struck me. Her raw honesty, and she was going to be here today, but she's tied up in Father's Day prep. So I am blessed to share her words, because this raw honesty really expresses some of perhaps our own reflections from this past week. This is from Dawn Michaela. When I stop and notice the sacred, it changes everything, because I can't help but see the sacred all around me in everything. It brings me peace and breaks my heart at the same time, because I see the sacred in children's faces. Stepping down the sidewalk in front of my house, and in the sacred tear-streaked faces of the children splashed across the news, I hear it rising in the prayers for unconditional love, for radical peace that get louder and more intense as the world becomes. I feel the sacred in the crushing and the pressing, in the holiness of destruction that wakes us up from the lie of separation. And as that lie begins to lift, I feel it all more deeply. The grief of the mothers, the fathers, the lost and forsaken people of this world hits me like it's my own, and I cry with all of them. I'm plunged into a compassion so raw, so overwhelming, I can barely breathe. But then the sacred breath breathes itself into me, and I feel the same compassion and mercy I feel for others wash over my heart. I see the sacred even in the tension and the chaos, in the anger, the bricks, the tear gas, the rage, the fury on social media, in the unraveling that will break the heart of humanity wide open, so that we can finally see the hand of God reaching through the chaos, pushing us to the edge of something holy, asking us to make a choice, to choose love above all else, to drop our swords, our shields, our labels, our sides, our stories, our distrust, our resentments. Drop it. To pray louder than we scream, to lay flowers at the feet of those we call enemies, to look into their eyes and see the great I am looking back, to see the lie of separation die a sacred death, and at long last bring the truth of our unity into form. I am awakening more and more each day, and the more I see the sacred woven through everything, the more I trust it's there even in what I don't like or understand. And there's a deep peace in that. I can surrender to that. So humbly I kneel at the altar and offer up all my fear, all my pride, my doubt, and anger, and I give that to God. And with tears streaming down my face, I whisper, thank you to the sacred for bringing me to my knees. Such incredible wisdom. Donna's a young woman, recently just married, as you all know. And these ideas that she has shared with us, as moving as they are, remind us again and again how deeply we are connected. And I want to also share Valerie Cower, if you have not seen some of her beautiful writings, and she has been standing in LA. She's a Sikh woman that wrote See No Stranger. I applaud that book. If you have not had the opportunity to read that, it's one of the best books that I have seen on this topic. So she shares so honestly as she stands there. She, in her video, she reminds us that we are sacred sages. I like that. I've often said sacred warriors, but that sounds angry. But we've got the sage energy in us. We do. We have trained and skilled and honed our understanding of true spiritual principles, so we have that to offer back out to the world as an answer, as a truth. And she says so beautifully, we can hold our hand up and say, stop to the oppression. But she said, with the other hand, be willing to reach out and take the hand of the oppressor for the sake of our children, for the sake of our grandchildren, for the sake of the future, for the sake of all children. May we all have that extra hand that reaches back out and does not respond with more fear, more anger, more confusion. But we reach out with such love. This is what humanity can do for one another. This is what I know you can do, we can do. It's who we are. That's why we have this place. It's why we have music like hers coming through our hearts to keep us anchored there. So thank you for listening to these words, and I'll invite Judy up as I share a prayer from Earnest Holmes. Couldn't say it better. He talks in his last writings of creative ideas, I bestow the essence of love. Love is the fulfillment of the law. That is, we never can make the most perfect use of the law unless it is motivated by love, by a sincere desire to express unity, harmony, and peace. So his words, knowing that there's only one, and we are connected in the web of life in that oneness. These words, I now rejoice in living. All my sorrows, unhappiness, and regrets are definitely and quietly subjected to the transmuting quality of love. Divine love never remains abstract, but it is a vital and a dynamic manner that molds every aspect of our experiences. As we each accept the action of love in our lives, we bestow the essence of love upon everything. Everything is holy now. This love is a healing power, touching everything into wholeness, healing the wounds of experience with its balm. With enthusiasm, with joy, I embody love in my thoughts, in my actions, in every act, as a perfect action of the law that makes love manifest in my experience. Everything is holy now. Everything is beautiful. Everything has meaning. And as I accept, I express this love in every way. So, my spiritual, wise sages, you take that sage idea to lead you into the next moment, into the next experience, charged with a shield, a force of the most powerful love that overrides all hate, all confusion, all disappointment. May this world have the ears to hear that the majority of us long for peace. And we here sit in the consciousness knowing peace already is. And we champion it in every way we live. I release this prayer knowing you are each off into your weeks, into your lives, into your own realm of divine understanding. But knowing and trusting, love leads the way. Thank you, God, for all of this and the way that we can see. Om Shanti, Shanti Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. Thank you.
Don't you know I'm the one that lit the fire? Won't you show me how you love? Won't you one. Love all beings and yourself. 2. Be a loving witness. 3. Forgive and forget. 4. Live without regret. Be a loving witness. Let me show you how to love. Let me show you how to love. Won't you show me how you love? Won't you show me how you love?
Well, what a perfect song following the message. I feel your voice and your spirit shows us how to love. Thank you. So I'd like to invite the ushers forward. As I prepare to give my offering, my heart is filled with love and appreciation, since what is offered here is for my spiritual well-being. I am filled with gratitude knowing life stays in balance, for as I give, I do receive. So I give thanks for the blessed donations today, knowing that each donation, whether it be monetary or through your act of seva, supports this center and allows it to grow and to flourish and to be that magnet, that draw into this center for those looking for such a place. We know this is a place of peace and courage and a perfect place to grow and become the highest that you can be. So we support your donations and support this community with love and blessings. And together we say, and so it is. So a few more words from Reverend Sue, and then we'll have Elisa back up. And thank you again for being here.
How you doing? Good? Good. Good. You know, it's such a great day, and I hope that you're on our schedule a lot more. So we don't want to use you, but we just want to have you here because your way with your voice really goes right to that place, and so we love that. So I just want to thank you for being. Isn't it lovely to just be, to get that? And we did it together. And we're still able to hold our heads up and not go, oh gosh, that was my real being. That was my real human beingness. Yeah, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful to speak into. It was beautiful to feel your generosity, your journey, your way. And so that's what we do. That's what community is. So you at home, you must come and taste this love in person. So have a beautiful, beautiful day, all the fathers, all that energy, and enjoy the social hall and more songs. And I just thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
I love you. I bless you. Thank you for being in the world. I love you. I bless you. Thank you for being in the world. I love you. I bless you. Thank you for being in the world. Now turn to somebody next to you and sing it to them. I love you. I bless you. Thank you for being in the world. I love you. I bless you. Thank you for being in the world. I love you. I bless you. Thank you for being in the world. I love you. I bless you. Thank you for being in the world. I love you. I bless you. Thank you for being